Hello everybody, I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular, and this is Silver, and I'm going to tell you right now what not to do with this stuff right here. Well, hello everybody. I seek to educate and entertain through my journey of collecting coins and stacking precious metals. I encourage you to subscribe, and please stay with me on this journey. I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular. Listen, a lot of people, my peers, are telling you to do something that I cannot suggest to you. I cannot condone. I don't agree with it whatsoever. I've established this before on this channel, but I'm going to go ahead and preach it once again. I do not believe in focusing on a day or 2 days or a week or whatever and just having people just buy silver like crazy. I don't think you need to go out of your way to go, oh, it's a special day, or we're trying to accomplish this big mass buy-in of silver to try to manipulate the market. I don't agree with that stuff at all. Obviously, a lot of us know about in 1980 with the Hunt brothers manipulating the silver market. What that did, that hurt a lot of people. Do you want to hurt people? I'm not really in that business to try to make you guys, in pain. I'm not trying to do that financially, emotionally, physically, nothing like that. That is not my goal on this channel, Spegtacular on YouTube. That is not me. I just want to establish that. But some people out there, they think that you should be involved in a silver raid. You should just be buying stuff on a certain day with the community, because that's what we are, right? We're a community. We're going to work together to buy stuff. No, I don't recommend doing that at all. Buy stuff as you are able to buy it on your day, whatever day that happens to be. If that's tomorrow, if that's a month from now, if that's 1 year from now, if that's your day, that is the day you should focus on buying precious metals, because it's good for you, right? That's important. Precious metals is an investment that you are participating in. Doesn't matter what the community is doing. It matters what you're able to do, what's comfortable for you, your family, because at the end of the day, you're going to be responsible when it comes time to buy or sell this stuff. Or hey, take the burden if you made a wrong choice, right? That's your responsibility. If you end up buying too much and you go, hey guys, guess what, man? I overpaid for this stuff, or I bought too much. Now I gotta come back a little bit, and I gotta pay off these cards and stuff, and I'm hurting, and this broke down, I don't have enough money. Is the community going to go like, hey, man, we got you. We're going to go ahead and pay for that stuff for you? No, you're not going to hear bubkiss from the community. They're going to be gone. Any of those big YouTubers that said, hey, you should buy on this certain day. You should go ahead and participate in the silver squeeze. You should participate in a silver raid. Are you going to have them bail you out if things turn bad? No, you're going to send them an email, and they're going to go ahead and send you to the junk mail, or they're going to just completely ignore it, and you're going to be like, wow, that was my favorite YouTuber. How come, they're not helping me out right now? You got to make the decision for yourself. Do not, I'm telling you, Spegtacular right here, as great of an opportunity as it seems, do not participate in a silver squeeze. Do not participate in a silver raid. We've already seen the failure from these people right here that said, hey, you should buy a bunch of silver. We should do a silver squeeze on the market, because we saw GameStop get successful, right? We saw GameStop stock price go to the moon. And I think we can go ahead and do that with silver. You cannot do that with silver. And we saw that completely failed. These people right here lost people a ton of money. A ton of money. Right here. I don't even want to say their name because they're such ridiculous people. Lost people a ton of money. And you know what happened, which is great, right? If people actually called them out, went to their YouTube or went to their Reddit and said, hey, I lost a lot of money because of you guys. You guys were wrong about this silver squeeze. You know what they did? They blocked them. They blocked them so they couldn't voice what happened to them. So they couldn't help other people. So that this silver squeeze could continue, right? Could try to continue. Ask any business professional what happened during that silver squeeze. They said, hey, they saw the prices increase for a mere moment, the premiums increased, and then a day or two later, back down to reality. And unfortunately, That's what happens. And people got hurt. I remember seeing photos, and I think I showed them on this channel, of people, their safes now filled with just tons of 10-ounce, 100-ounce bars of silver because they believed in a message from people on the internet saying to buy, 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 buy. Throw away your other investments, they said. Go ahead and get on with this silver squeeze. We can manipulate the silver price. And what happened? People got hurt. And then when they said, hey, I'm going to call these people out right here and try to save others the embarrassment or the financial heartache right here, I'm going to go ahead and call them out. They just stifled them. They blocked them. They muted them. They stopped them from being able to voice their opinions. You're going to see some of them down here in the description. Well, not in the description, but the comment section of this video. You're going to see them try to justify it, try to say that the silver squeeze worked or something happened. No, it did not work. Ask industry professionals. They'll tell you it was a failed plan. Now, just so you know, a lot of these YouTubers, Redditors, these people right here actually are in contract with other big businesses that sell silver, right? They are in cahoots, so to speak, with these big companies. So it is to their benefit right here, these people's benefits and those companies' benefits to work together to sell you more silver. And that high premium that we've been paying, that's good for business. That's good for them. That's good for the companies that are trying to sell you silver. So unfortunately, Spegtacular is not in contract with anybody. I do promote some companies that work with me, like JM Bullion, for instance. I'm not going to be shy about saying that. And that's just to kind of, as a disclaimer to you all, that I am working with them. And it's not me promoting them right now whatsoever. I want to say that. Right in this very moment, that's not my goal right here. I put a link down in the description of the video. You don't have to click that for this video because, again, this is just me telling you a story about why that's down in there. And yeah, they do. They hooked me up a little bit for having that little box down there, right? And it's a company that I've used, I still believe in, but they do not force me to do anything. They're not trying to get me to sell you anything. It's not even like that. If that link goes away tomorrow, there's no contract that was broken. We're not in contract together. It's just a, hey, you do this, and we'll help you out a little bit. And, you want to shout our name out once in a while? That's cool. And again, not intended for this video. I'm just giving you an example. These people and other big YouTubers are actually in contract with some of these places. They have to tell you to participate in a silver raid or a silver squeeze or try to sell you on certain products that the premium's so ridiculous and you'll never see your money back hardly for that stuff. Listen, silver is a long-term investment, as we all know. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not a, hey, let's buy all this stuff right here tomorrow, and then the next day it should be worth, thousands and tens of thousands of dollars more. It's not about that at all, everybody. It's about accumulating when you can. Okay, so if it's today, if you can accumulate today, if you can do it tomorrow, if you can do it the next day, if you buy just 1 ounce every month, right? That's accumulating. You have 12 ounces at the end of the year, right? That is accumulating silver. And that's the goal, right? Just in increments over a long period of time. And you're going to find that after a long time, your investment of you putting money away into another form of money, which is precious metals, is going to be paying off for you. I believe it. I'm not telling you that you have to go do it or that you should go do it. It's something that I believe in. That's why you see some things right here on this table right now. And also, it's why I feel like I need to warn you all about the people that are telling you to buy as much as you can. Now is the time. Let's push this thing. You're not going to manipulate the silver market. You're not going to do it. I've had arguments with people that claim to be some kind of, major in college of, I don't know, some kind of metal science, you know what I mean? And they're like, oh, silver is rare. No, it is not rare. Silver's been around for a long time, well before any of you or I have been alive, and it's going to continue to be around. And man, they talk about this thing in old ancient texts. This stuff was valuable to people thousands of years ago. It's not something that is rare. It's been around for a while, and it's going to continue to be utilized in both what I have right here, which is, holding it as a form of wealth and also an industry every single day. Whatever you're watching me, talk about right now or talk through is going to be, it's going to have some sort of form of precious metal in there, some silver, some gold, things like that. It's just going to continue to be used in industry. But it is not the get rich quick scheme. It is not going to, save you from all kinds of heartaches and, in an event like everybody talks about, right? A SHTF event, a stuff hits the fan. It is probably not going to be your ultimate savior. Other things are going to be really essential, but maybe down the road when civilization starts to glue itself back together, this stuff will be important after that kind of event. If that ever happens, right? Some people will really believe in it, and you can believe whatever you want to believe, but it's not going to be important immediately. There's going to be a lot of other things that you're going to want to participate and get involved in that is going to be important right away beyond this stuff. But that's my rant. I guess what I really want to say is people like this that tell you to buy as much as you can, to squeeze silver, and then continue to even have a presence on YouTube or Reddit. It's shameful. It's shameful. They should have been sued a long time ago. And you know what? I do want to tell you how I got this bar in particular, right? Why do I have this bar, is you're saying, Spectacular. If you think that they're such a terrible place, why do you have a bar from them? They actually gave me this bar to talk about their goal, which was the silver squeeze. You know what I did? I did some research about what they were trying to do, and I took the bar and I said, I'm not going to help them out because I don't believe in that whatsoever. And basically, I backstabbed them, to be completely honest, because I cannot, in my good conscience, tell you all to participate in this. A lot of YouTubers did. A lot of your big favorite YouTubers told you to participate in the silver squeeze. I was not a fan of that. No sirree. And you know what happened? When I kept challenging them on everything, they ended up muting me and blocking me. And anybody that was trying to say, hey, Spectacular was onto something, he was trying to, save the community, they blocked them and muted them. So that's why I have this bar right here. And now it's a prop and a reminder of be careful who you trust, right? Just because you're a YouTuber with, 10,000, 15, 20, 100,000, 500,000 subscribers doesn't mean you know anything. It means you had a viral video or two and you got some people to click subscribe. And that is all. The people that I have on my videos, the coin shop owners, the industry professionals, bullion shop owners, none of them tell you to buy like crazy. It's just the people on the internet that tell you that, right? It's just the people that won't, they don't get hurt from it. You get hurt from it. And the industry professionals, if they told you to buy, they have places of business that you can go to and be like knocking on the door going, whoa, man, look what you told me. You told me to buy. Now I'm in person. I'm right in front of you. I'm confronting you. Why did you do that? People on the internet, you have no idea where they are, right? I mean, they could just come one day and delete their account and you'd never see them again. But those people that are industry professionals, they know what they're doing and they know what they're saying, and they don't tell you to buy. They don't do that. But there are some companies that work with, these YouTubers and these Redditors, and basically through them, they're able to tell you to buy at the cost of that voice, that YouTuber, that Reddit person, through these contracts. So again, basically what I'm saying is, if you hear Silver Raid, if you hear Silver Squeeze, if you hear buy, now is the time, you have to do it right now, you better run right now. You better run away quick. We saw very recently a few events, right? First of all, let's talk about war in Russia. We saw war in Russia, which is very recent. And then before that, we saw supply chain shortages. We saw the silver squeeze attempt, and we never really got past $30 silver. And those are some pretty big events. I mean, for a while there, we had riots in the streets in just about every single country, looting, all kinds of crazy stuff. And it was like almost worldwide for the most part, some of these crazy things that were going on. And we still couldn't see silver get to really over $30 an ounce. And that should wake you up a little bit. to let you know that this stuff is not rare. I believe in it. I believe long term, this stuff right here is going to make you more secure, make your family better off. And that's kind of like what I am, but a long term thing. It's not going to get you as much money though as like some stock that ends up doing really well one quarter and goes way up. It's not that at all. And I just want to keep preaching that. I'm sure I've said some of these things before, and some people are like, oh, Spegtacular, you've already said these things. And I know, but there's new people coming to the channel all the time, and they need to hear these things. They need to hear what a lot of us know. They need to wake up a little bit. And some of these people that are, telling you to buy, I just want to say shame on you guys. Shame on you for leading the community astray. And again, for you who are watching, you're not going to get any support from those people that told you to buy when things go bad for you. You're not going to get any help whatsoever. You're not going to see any kind of fundraiser. There's not going to be any GoFundMes. There's not going to be any handouts when things go bad for you because you overspent and you blew your load, so to speak, on precious metals or on silver because of what they said. They don't have your back. They're going to probably be like, hey, should have done your research, is all they're going to say. Okay, so anyways, listen, you're a big boy or a big girl, whoever is watching right now, you are hopefully your own person. You can make your own decisions. I think, me personally, you should make the decision to buy as it's good for you to buy. If that is the only advice you ever follow from me, wait until it is your time to buy, until it's convenient, until it's right for you to buy. As much as I didn't like a president after, a few years ago, this president that happened to come in, well, now it's been almost a decade now, actually. He did say one good thing that really, it penetrated my mind. And he said, we need to live within our means. And if you don't know who said that, I'll just say it out loud. It was Obama. Not a fan of him. I was a fan at first, and then he lost me. But he did say that, and he's absolutely correct. You need to live within your means. If you are spending every bit you have, if you're putting this stuff on a bunch of credit cards and just spending all your money like crazy on silver, and you could be doing it on other things, other investments, paying off bills and stuff, you're really doing yourself a disservice. You're not living within your means if you're just spending everything you have on this stuff. Spend a little bit on things like that. Pay off bills, invest in other things besides just precious metals. I mean, I've said it from the beginning that most experts believe that around 10% of your total investment, 10% now, okay? So you have 100% of investments, only 10%, this little thumb right here, this is your only investment that should go into precious metals. Now listen, you're a big boy or a big girl, maybe you can go 20%, maybe you can go 30%, but still, you should not put all your eggs into all these fingers, or all your eggs into, one basket, I guess is really the thing. But I can't say any more about that, I guess. Hopefully you realize what I'm trying to get after here. Hopefully you enjoy this video, just kind of my speech. If you want, you can stay around for a couple more minutes. I'll show you some of these pieces that I just happened to put on this table if you're really curious about them. Here is this silver squeeze bar. The artwork itself, I cannot complain about the artwork. The artwork is actually pretty cool. It's neat. It looks very classy itself. It's just the people that's on there right there. I don't agree with them whatsoever. I think that they are just out to worry about themselves, so to speak. They're all these contracts and working with these big bullion companies, and they're not your friend. They're not your friend. They hurt a lot of people, and those people that had pictures on Reddit of just their safe full of 10, 100-ounce bars and all kinds of crazy stuff. And they bought at the peak. They bought at that $28, $29 level. Unfortunately, they didn't buy like they should have. They should have bought little at a time, accumulated over a long period of time, not all off the bat. So unfortunately, like I said, nice looking bar. Can't take that away from them. But the meaning that happens to be written on there and the people that happen to be written on there, not a fan of mine. What's next? I've showed this off a few times. This is a nice kilogram Libertad, and don't look at those if that offends you right there. But it doesn't offend me. Anyways, this is a 2012, but yeah, just a big honker, big honker. So I love that right there. Feel great. What about if they made this in 100 ounce, huh? They might. I might have been missing it, but I don't think they do. Imagine 100 ounce lib. Woo! Here's a nice roll of Walking Liberty halves. My favorite constitutional silver, junk silver, 90%, whatever you want to call it. It's my favorite one to collect out of all of them. Second place is probably Standing Liberty quarters, if I had to be honest. And what's next? Ooh, a nice 10 ounce Scottsdale Loaf. That's a pretty one, right? I love these right here. Just real plain Jane on most of the sides right there, except for the front. And it gives you all the information you need, though. Scottsdale makes a great product. Scottsdale, I do like you guys a lot. Just saying. Here's a nice Engelhard bar. This is a 10 ounce too. Kind of weird, right? To see a 10 ounce loaf right here and a 10 ounce, and they're actually both the same amount of weight. Kind of neat. Kind of neat. I like it a lot. So that's a nice little Engelhard. Very collectible. All that stuff is collectible. Let's see. Here's one that I poured myself, and I thought it was kind of classy right here. Just a nice dark tone that I put on there, my little stamp. And has a nice little saying right there. It says, when you are out of ammo, throw this. And this is a 16 ounce piece. And it's got some skulls on there just for fun. Just for fun. I don't know that I would throw this right here if I ran out of ammo, but push come to shove, I guess you have to do what works. What's next? Here's another piece while we're talking about it that I poured. Those are not for sale, by the way. In fact, I don't sell precious metals a whole lot. I do have a website that you're more than welcome to go check out, Spegtacular.com, that has some extra stuff on there. But most of my stuff is not extra. It's stuff that I just hold on to forever. That's the goal and the plan. These are not supposed to be stackers, but they seem to almost kind of like go together a little bit. There we go. Kind of works out nice. Next, I put on a nice American Silver Eagle right here. Silver Eagles, man, is that a good investment? That's up for debate, I think. I like to have some in the old, let's call it the portfolio, the silver portfolio. I like to have some Silver Eagles just because it is a strong piece of bullion. It's a government bullion minted in the United States. And, it has a high premium for sure, which kind of drives a lot of people away. But it's well recognized. And I don't stack them like exclusively. I don't stack a whole bunch, but I do have some in the old portfolio. I try to get a couple every single year, and that's kind of how I accumulate them here and there, And of course, boom, a big JM bullion bar, 100 ouncer. It feels nice. It feels nice in the hand. If you've never held on to a 100 ounce bar, and some people aren't into them. Some of the preppers are like, oh, I want to keep small things. And I get that. You do whatever you think is right. I like the 100 ounce bricks. I enjoy them. People are like, oh, you can't move anywhere. Well, as long as I have a vehicle, I'm sure I can throw this in the vehicle somewhere, and it'll be a-okay, right? It'll be just fine. Now, well, what if an EMP goes off and you don't have your vehicle? Listen. What ifs were what ifs? You know what I mean? It is what it is. I mean, you can't prepare for 100% of things, but I do like 100 ounce bricks. And that Johnson Matthey, man, they make a classic look. And they're not around anymore, but it's a classic looking bar for sure. So now we have to go with Ashy or She or Ashai or however you say it. Doesn't really matter what the pronunciation is. It just matters that it's a good looking bar. This is a beautiful one right here. I really enjoy this. This is something new that I had picked up. This is just a 5 ouncer. And this is Republic National Bank of New York. Pretty nice little bar right there. Has some nice toning to it. What I really enjoyed on this one the most is that the serial number was only 99. So sub 100 serial number on this bad boy or girl, whatever it wants to present itself as. This is a nice one. I really enjoy that. And I think that was it. I'll put this back in the scene just for funsies. But yeah, that's all I got. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Of course, leave me a comment down below. Most people are not going to watch at the 23-minute mark. If you did, pat yourself on the back. For me, pretend like it's my hand just patting you on the back, because I do appreciate you hanging around and watching and just listening to me rant. Once in a while, it's almost like when you just have that teapot up on the stove, and at first it just, it sounds, starts to yell at you a little bit, but then it just gets obnoxious. That's what goes on in my head when I just cannot take it anymore. And I feel like, wow, I have to let the people in the community know that I just am totally against this. I don't think it's a good idea. Stack as you guys are able to. Please, please. Anyways, I gotta go. I've ranted on enough. I've given myself some gray hairs now because of all this this stuff going through my mind for sure. So I gotta go ahead and pluck those out. Spegtacular appreciates you for watching, and you're not gonna ever hear me promote a silver squeeze or a silver raid on this channel. I assure you, that's gonna be the other YouTube channels, right, that are getting paid to do that, or it's gonna benefit them through other means if they promote that. I will never, ever participate in a company that wants me to force you guys into buying things. Never, ever on this channel. Spegtacular is out.